bout. Curtis Harris going up against Ruben Munoz. That is Curtis Troubleman Harris, the 26-year-old out of Patterson, New Jersey. He is the USBA lightweight champion. He has fought considerably as a junior welterweight. Record of 13-1, 8 by knockout. That is Harris on the left, Munoz on the right. This is a non-title bout. Munoz is 24 years old, from Odessa, Texas, now living in Houston. Munoz with the 2-inch height advantage. Record of 12-1, 9 by knockout. Munoz, a walk-in style fighter, gets hit, while Curtis Harris, with very short arms, Ferdy, but very quick because of those short arms, boxes very scientifically, tries to feint, use lateral movement to get off his punches, as we shall see as we get underway in round number 1.
Quickness will tell almost immediately, because Curtis Harris is a very fast boxer. Remarkably similar records, both potent punchers. I think Curtis much more patient, willing to wait it out.
I asked Curtis, why do they call him Trouble Man? He said, I give all my opponents nothing but trouble. Did you pass that on to him?
Right now, he is getting into some kind of trouble. Munoz opened up with several very stinging right hands, high on the forehead. If those had landed a little bit lower on the chin, big trouble.
Ruben Munoz in the red trunks. Young man with 2 occupations. A bail bondsman in Texas. Obviously seeks out individuals to collect money. And he collected a barrage from Troubleman.
Great exchange in the middle with the Curtis coming off much better on the counter punching, landing some devastating right hands. Did not move Munoz too much. Munoz has a tattoo on his right shoulder, his right deltoid, of 2 boxing gloves. And a jailhouse door on the other.
As an amateur, Munoz won 2 Texas Golden Glove titles, 47-3. One of his losses, a split decision to that time future Olympian Davey Armstrong, despite the fact that Munoz floored Armstrong twice. Munoz going upstairs on Curtis Harris. Curtis is prone to cut around his eyes, although with a record of 13-1, it has not affected him. And we are less than a minute remaining in this first round.
Nice, beautiful first round of boxing by both men. Both have scored effectively. I think Parker has the edge, much more speed and effective punching, but it's nice to see a peaceful round of fighting after the last 2 or 3 bouts that we have seen.
Stopped a half show Curtis Parker yesterday in the budding festival, a lot of mauling and brawling, and then earlier today Wilfred Scipion and James Hard Rock Green in a wild one here. Good combination by Curtis Harris.
We got 10.5 rounds of great fighting, because they fought a lot between rounds.
Restful first round for the referee, Vincent Rainoni, as compared to what he had to handle in the Scipion Green battle. Immediate break by the referee Rainoni. This is round 2. Curtis Troubleman Harris out of Patterson, New Jersey, the USBA lightweight champion, going up against Ruben Munoz in a non-title bout.
Very even first round, but I gave it to Curtis Harris. I felt he had the edge. He was a crisper puncher. He was more of the aggressor, and he generally just shaded him. But Munoz acquitted himself nobly.
Following his first 2 years as a professional, at the age of 22, Curtis Harris called it quits and retired for nearly 2 years.
No, let him off.
That's a slip.
Wipe off the gloves.
Harris had been frustrated, could not get fights until his development as a boxer was being stalled. All he was doing was sparring in the gym, and he actually lost interest.
Yeah, that will do it for you.
All this after a successful amateur career. Record of 48-6, 37 by knockout, including a New Jersey Golden Gloves title and a championship in the 1974 National Golden Glove.
Curtis Harris has a lot of scar tissue around his left eye, and I'm wondering if that's going to be a factor in a long career, because he looks like he cuts up. Yet he has not lost any fights because of cuts.
In fact, his only loss was very early in his career.
Well, this is a remarkably clean fight. You haven't seen any clinching or butting or any of the things we have grown accustomed to over the last 2 days. Renoni almost going to sleep, yawning a little bit in the corner.
And we approach a half-minute left. Second round, we are scheduled for 10. Left hand by Munoz, got inside. And the combination by Harris.
Munoz throwing some heavy thunder there and landing on good right hand.
Stunned Harris.
It stunned him. Curtis is stunned.
Ruben Munoz with two devastating right hands to affect Curtis Harris. And this is round 3. There's the right hand thrown by Ruben Munoz that jarred Curtis Harris in the second round, and a solid second round for Munoz.
Which makes the fight even, 1-1.
Harris looking to come back with the combination.
Oh, Harris is putting some heavy thunder on him. Beautiful fighting by Curtis Harris. He missed some of those punches, but an awful lot landed. Enough to wake up Munoz to the fact that he made him mad.
No.
And Vincent Renoni, with much experience in breaking fighters, separating the two.
Beautiful machine gun delivery of 3 punches. That's a 3-punch combination. I think we've got a cut.
Yeah, he's cut. Left side of the face.
A little thin trickle of blood from that scar we called attention to last round. Very little clinching. Those infrequent clinches. Blood now beginning to pour.
And again the right hand by Munoz.
Well, this is the day for the underdogs. Munoz came in here, and the highly partisan Curtis Harris crowd didn't give him much of a shot, but right now, it's all going his way.
Earlier, the underdog from New Jersey, 5'4" James Green, upsetting the more experienced Wilfred Scipion.
And that's got to be one of the upsets of the year. Here's a guy, first time he fought middleweight. Good hammering right hand as Curtis Harris came in, landed right on that cut. That can't be helping.
Less than a minute left, round 3. Combination by Harris. Munoz able to back off.
Oh, that cut is looking nasty. That is a nasty looking gash. And it's early in the fight. Munoz seemingly encouraged. He's fighting with sort of a half smile on his face.
Oh, combination by Harris. Now that hurt Munoz.
Harris is fighting with some kind of desperation, and I don't blame him. This is very early in the fight, and he can lose this on a cut.
And we approach 10 seconds left. Third round. Curtis Troubleman Harris having his difficulties with Ruben Munoz. And this is round 4.
Oh, an awful lot of gunk on the face of Curtis Harris. Draws a ooze from the crowd as he comes out.
Combination by Harris. And he goes Munoz, is that a medical term, gunk?
Yeah, that's a emergency room term. Give me some gunk. He looks like a Shoshone warrior about to attack a wagon train. He's got it all smeared on his face like war paint.
Break out, step out.
Do you make house calls?
Only transatlantic.
Don't punch, right.
The cuts open up. Again, a trickle of blood.
Ruben Munoz, a male bondsman and boxer.
Break out, step out, don't punch. Back.
Next Saturday, more of the best of boxing. NBC Sports Ringside presenting a North American Boxing Federation Heavyweight Championship fight. Undefeated title holder Michael Dynamite Dokes and Franco Thomas. I remind you that here in the state of New Jersey, the scoring handled on the round system. If it's even, they go to the 5-point to break the tie. And the referee and the 2 judges score the bout. Richard Murray and Harold Letterman are the judges.
In spite of the cut, I have Harris ahead. Maybe it's because of the cut, because he's fighting much more desperately, but he's ahead 2-1 in rounds.
Harris with the counter.
They both threw their bombs. I think Harris landed more solidly than did Munoz in that exchange.
Curtis Harris with the left hook and the right hand. And has come on very strong in this 4th round.
Harris fighting a fight of desperation right now. He's trying to end it. He doesn't want to stay here.
Oh, and Harris is put down.
Perfect right hand caught him coming in that desperation. His eyes are clear. He doesn't look that bad.
Ruben Munoz putting Curtis Harris down here in the 4th round as we approach 15 seconds remaining, but Munoz not going after him.
Wait, get out.
We're final seconds. Round 5, and down he goes again. The round has ended, and it is all over.
He is totally helpless in the middle of the ring. Vince Renoni doing what he's got to do. Take that mouthpiece out and get out of the way. A doctor has now got to get in there and take care of it. And here comes the New Jersey Commission doctor, some of the fastest doctors in the country. The New Jersey State Commission knows how to take care of knockout fighters. He is squatting in the middle ring. He's talking. He looks like he's got his senses. They've now brought a stool. The next step is to sit up.
In the state of New Jersey, the bell does not save the fighter, but it appeared that Renoni said all over right away. No question.
No question, he couldn't get out. You watch what a picture-perfect punch he got hit with. And when he falls, you see how his face is complete mask of unconsciousness, and he falls on his face. Anytime a fighter falls on his face, you can make bookies not getting up.
Curtis.
Look at the way he falls. There is absolutely no hope that he's going to get up.
And we have our second surprise of the day. Earlier was James Green winning by unanimous decision over Wilfred Scipion in a middleweight bout. And Curtis Harris has been knocked out for the first time in his career, knocked out by the Texan Ruben Munoz, who extends his record to 13-1 and 10 by knockout. Of upsets here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Ruben Munoz stopping Curtis Harris. Final seconds of round 4. Let's go up to the ring. Here's Ferdy.
Ruben, you cut Curtis. It looked like he started to fight desperately. Did you recognize that desperation and go for the counterpunch?
Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank God for letting me win, and I'd like to say hi to my wife and my 2 little kids in Odessa, Texas.
Go get him, Odessa. All right, now tell me, were you punching? Did you see that he was getting desperate with a cut?
Well, he was coming at me, but, you know, I guess he was, you know, I don't know. I was kind of...
Let me ask the old master, Doug Lord, who had Curtis Cookson, one of the greatest champions around. How did you see that? Did you think he got desperate?
I thought he got desperate. We told Ruben for him to get desperate. Take his chances, pick his shots. And
Did it come as a surprise to you, the knockout?
No, it didn't, because after I cut him, I was kind of going for the cut, and then, well, I just take it as it comes.
Where do we go from here?
We've already been offered a USBA junior lightweight title fight. We may take it. He said if I'd give him a $100 bonus, he'd knock him out before the 5th round. I said, you got it.
That's the best $100 you ever spent.
Best $100 I ever.
Back to you, Marv.
All right, Ferdy, Ruben Munoz with a surprise here in Atlantic City, stopping Curtis Troubleman Harris in an untitled bout. Harris, the USBA lightweight champion, was stunned. First time his career that he has ever, as a professional, been knocked out. So he drops to 13-2. Ruben Munoz now with a record of 13-1 and 10 by